coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts. Hey man, shout out to everybody out there on Team Banky Pound, man. I appreciate the love. Boom, 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 boom. Appreciate the support. 33, man. 33 years of prison stories, man. We doing it, man. We in it to win it. Man. We trying to spread this message all over the world, man. Join the movement. Not the moment, the movement. It's a marathon, not a sprint. We got a long way to go, man, and we trying to get there. So big love to everybody who support this movement, man, support this platform. Everybody who taps in with me daily. Be it is on the live in the morning, in that morning mud, or in that late night Twitch, whichever one it is, man, or you tap in at 6 when you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that for sure. I always say, man, check the status, man. Make sure you subscribe. A lot of people watch, man, but they just ain't took time to subscribe. You might just be enjoying the content, but just take a minute, hit that subscribe button, man. It makes a lot of difference. And if you get another minute, man, leave a comment after you watch the video. I want to know your opinions, your thoughts. Let me know, man, because that might spark another video for something else. So appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. Like I say, we 3 years and something into this, man, and we're going to keep on going. The message is important, it's urgent, and who knows, man, one video might save a life, you know, so that's what we're trying to do, change the course of some young people's lives, man, and make sure that they can make proper decisions, man, when we give them the proper information. And the proper information that they need to know is one mistake can and will change your life, and prison is horrible. Absolutely horrible, man. So big love to everybody out there in TVP Nation that's helping me spread this message, man. We out here. Boom! Duck them hooks. Man, this is a major hook right here. It's a major hook right here. When I first went to prison, man, like I say, you know, growing up in my life, I knew a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? There was on drugs, a lot of people sold drugs, all of that. It just was never a thing that I got into, you know. But after I got in prison, man, and when I was in there for a little while, I didn't really pay attention at first because, like I say, I don't get high, so it don't affect me. But after I was in there for a little while, and especially when I got into the store box business and doing all this and gambling and all this, I found out how powerful drugs is in prison. How powerful they are, man. How much, you know, people crave that, man, to get high, you know, because of they in prison. And if they was getting high on the street, you know, for whatever reasons, man, in prison, man, it's like it's like that's their release. That's their, you know, that's their out. That's the way they leave the prison bars and walls and concrete and steel. You know, it take them away for a while, and they'll do anything in there to get it. You know, and most dudes in there, they get high. They definitely smoke. They smoke that weed in there. They love that weed. I don't care how much weed you get in there. It's gonna get sold. Somebody gonna buy it. The prices in there are jacked up like I don't know what. So a lot of people make their money like that, you know, by putting stuff in the prisons. You know, now is tobacco, man, because they took tobacco out of the system. So tobacco in there is big money. It's big money. Way more people smoke tobacco than smoke weed. So it's just big money, man. It's real big money in there. But out of all the drugs that I knew that come in the penitentiary, and there's a lot of drugs in the penitentiary, believe it or not. But man, I thought I would never see anything, because you got to remember now, I went in there in 87, so I thought I would never see nothing like the way crack hit prison. When I first seen that crack come into prison, man, I'm telling you, it just like blew my mind, man, because like I say, I got locked up. That crack thing won't big on the street. If it was just starting or whatever, but it won't really an issue on the street. So I hadn't really seen that, what people would do, you know, to get this drug, what they would do when they own this drug, what, you know, I hadn't seen that, the crackhead era, so to speak. But I seen it in prison. You know, because I remember when crack first got on the institution on the prison, man, and there was just so many dudes, man, that I had looked at in a certain light because that's the way they presented themselves. That's the way their character was. But man, I seen them come out of character. Man, I seen them do things that I never thought that they would do. I seen them sell things that I never thought they would sell. I mean, it was just unreal to me. And just to be seeing it is like a metamorphosis with dudes. You just look at it, you like, man, what? And then the people who did it, I would never thought that they would, that was their thing. But I didn't know them, and I didn't know about, this drug. So it was just crazy to me, man. People was getting in debt, man, and then once that came through and dudes realized how much money that they could get in prison over crack, man, it won't hardly an institution I went on that didn't have crack. You know what I'm saying? That's the drug, because whatever dude is getting in there that he's trying to sell, he's trying to get whatever that he can make the most money out of and have the less of and make the most money. So crack became it for a while. Crack was it on a lot of institutions. But a lot of institutions told that heroin is going to be, that heroin, that missile. If you get that missile in there, you will see a lot of dudes come out the woodwork too. And it's a lot of dudes that's hooked on that heroin too. But that crack, man, it was just something different in prison. I'm telling you, dudes was getting hurt, dudes was getting chopped down with that Bethlehem, dudes was getting their heads split open, all over owing money for this crack because they was lying to get it and know they ain't had no money, but they wanted it that bad. They wanted it that bad that they would put their life in jeopardy for that. You had some dudes getting crack from dudes and had no intentions on paying it back and know they was in danger, but they'll get it and get high and then go check in and stay back there till they can get shipped up off the compound just to get that high, that high. It's crazy. It was chaos on there, man. And the administration started buckling down on it because they knew that, crack was on the institution. You know what I'm saying? Dudes was taking urinalysis and crack was coming up in their system and stuff. So they knew it was on the compound. So they started buckling down, but they used to do that for a little while. And then, truth be told, probably 50, 60%, 70% of it is coming in there. It's coming through one of the people that got the same uniform on that they got. So they knew what time it was. So it ain't like they was going real crazy because just that was going on in the prison right now. They ain't got enough people to man the post. So they don't want to fire nobody. You know what I'm saying? And them COs be knowing that. So, but that crack era in prison was just crazy to me. And I thought I would never see nothing that would surpass that. But I was wrong. That fentanyl in that K2, man, what you talking about, man? And the fentanyl, where I was at anyway, fentanyl got in there first. And they was putting that fentanyl in that dope, man, that heroin. And man, I'm talking about you was getting OD after OD after OD. I mean, it was just crazy, man. Some people was dying. They was dying, man. And dudes was still trying to get it. I'm like, what? What? I mean, it was just something to see, man. I was like, man, and dudes, it be dudes you know. It be dudes you cool with or you talk to or you socialize with, but you don't even know that they got this habit. You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes you do know that these dudes got these habits, but they be functional. They be fully functioning. I know dudes in prison, man, that get high every time the drugs is on the compound. And they still is maintaining and running things, man, as if they running a Fortune 500 company, man. They still had this going on. I know dudes that get high every time, man. They got a store boss going on. They run poker games, man. They run dice games, man. They run parlays. They get at the CO women. They, what I'm saying? They functioning like a machine, man. But, they get out on the street and they get more of what the little portions that they was getting in there and they lose their mind. They can't function out here. I know a couple of dudes is back in there right now because of that same thing, them drugs, man. You know what I'm saying? But that fentanyl, man, I was seeing dudes, man, just standing on the tier, man, and just talking and just nodding out, man, and falling out and stuff. boom, hit the busting their heads open. Dudes was getting in the shower and taking a shower and then falling out in the shower. Dudes don't even know they out there in the shower till the CO come around and look over there and see somebody's feet laying down. Dudes was, they was passing out and ODing like I don't know what, going to jail, getting the I guess under the influence charge of that when they find out the stuff is in their system and giving them charge. They stay back there a couple of weeks, come right back out. Soon as some drugs get on the compound and you done just OD'd, man. People had to bring you and they go right back and get it again. Right back. I know one joker, man, who OD'd around me at least 5 times. 5 times. 5 times, and every time you talk to him, he'll say, "Oh man, I'm gonna leave that alone, dog. Yeah, that's it for me, man. I can't do it no more, man." Do it again. Do it again, man. It's like that junk got a pull on them that they just can't shake. And then everybody knew it was going around. The word was around, man. Look, man, them jokers, they sending that dope up in here, man. That dope got that fentanyl in it. You know what I'm saying? And them dudes was knowing that, man. They knowing it and still was taking it. Because normally the dope that comes into prison is going to be the lowest grade of dope that's on the street. They can't really sell it on the street because them dope fiends on the street, they know what official dope is. And this might be the cut or something. And then they just throwing a little fentanyl on it and mixing it up and sending it in the penitentiary, man. Sell like hotcakes. Sell like hotcakes, but it's taking dudes' lives. Dudes is dying over that joint because it's too strong for them. It's too strong for them. Their system is not even, it's not even equipped for that. These dudes was dropping like flies, man. I lie to you not. And then, man, it's like, just when you thought you seen it all, you like, man, and these dudes still chasing this stuff. You heard a dude literally say, "Oh, man, we gotta lock up, man. We gotta lock up. We gotta lock up for. Oh, man, 2 dudes just OD down in such and such building. OD, yeah." We're like, yeah. Man, soon as we come off lock, them dudes is sending kites down there, trying to get out on the yard and holler over there. Man, who got that missile? They trying to get it. It's like they chasing death. Man. I'm like, man, this is unreal, man. I've literally seen this happen. I literally seen the same exact scenario, and the dude that hollered over there to get it, he ended up getting some, and he OD'd. Man. He chased the junk. Knowing that somebody else done just OD'd on this and died, that's what we went on lock for. And when they go in there to shake down and find that type of stuff, man, the chances of them finding it is slim to none. They just do all of that lockdown and shake down and look for it just because, you know what I'm saying, the protocol, they cover their back in case the lawsuits come or this, that, and that thing. But they know they're not going to find that. They're not going to find that, man. The only way they're going to find some dope or something like that, man, is if they catch it on the way in. Other than that, they're not going to find it, man. Dudes is innovative and creative in there, and that stuff is small, so they're not going to find it. You know what I'm saying? I don't even remember me being on the compound where they found a whole lot of dope on it. I don't, not on a person or in a person's cell. I can't remember them doing that. It could have happened, but I just don't remember. I can't recall at the time, But man, just when that was coming in and dudes was, when they was buckling down because they know the fentanyl is on the compound they talking about. I'm talking about the administration though. Just when that was buckling, man, they come through with this, man, stuff called some K2. And bruh, I don't know what they got up in that, but I'm telling you right now, man, I ain't even seen nothing like it, man. I can remember the era when I was on the street when in DC, man, people was smoking that Love Boat, man, and losing their mind, man. They was calling it butt naked dudes. They take all their clothes off, women, dudes, everything. Talk to their shadow on the wall. Just do bizarre stuff, messing with this Love Boat, hallucinating all types of crazy stuff. Man, this K2, I'm telling you, man, dudes was in there going buck wild crazy after they smoked this stuff, man. But I'm assuming you smoke it. I don't know. But whatever they was doing, however they do it, I know it's called K2. However they do it, smoke it, whatever they do to get high off of it, man, it was making them dudes go super duper crazy, man. dudes was attacking their cell partner. And the cell partner might have been their road dog. Somebody they been cool with, they just smoke the stuff, man, and lose their mind, just go bizarre. Dudes was attacking polices. Dudes was ripping all their clothes off, getting naked in the block. I mean, I'm like, what? I mean, dudes was hallucinating. Dudes was refusing to lock up for count. I mean, everything, man. And this, man, what's going on? This, man, it's K2. And then these jokers just talking about all they got to do is take a puff or two of this stuff, and they were gone, man. I done talked to a dude who did something. He said, man, I done did every drug in the world. He said, I don't want no parts of that no more. I say, what? He said, no, sir. Yeah, man, they were like, man, this stuff drive you crazy. It's like, man, they be losing their mind, man. Losing their mind, man. They be hurting themselves. They'll hurt themselves, man. Dudes was banging their heads in the wall, busting their heads open, man, laying down, just shaking and going crazy. You know, taking that stuff and go get in the shower and just falling all out and wiggling all around in the shower, man. Do you know what's on a prison shower floor, man? It would never, ever be clean. Ever. I don't care what you put on it, it'll never be clean. I mean, it was insane, man. You'll see them, man. They'll smoke it, they come out in the block, man, and then they just be just as calm, and then they just explode. Just go crazy. Explode, man. Just lose their minds. Just start hollering crazy stuff, ripping their clothes off, trying to. I'm like, man, what's wrong? It's not funny, but it's just insane to me that people will know that, and then the next person will want to try it. I'm talking about like somebody literally know that this is what happened. Man, what happened to him, man? He was doing all that going crazy. Oh, man, he was smoking that K2. And they still want to try it. They still want to try it, man. That's it. That's just amazing to me, man. I don't know. I ain't trying to judge nobody or nothing. I know everybody fighting their own demons. Everybody got something going on. But, man, just to see that stuff and then you still want to indulge in it. And prison is gloomy, man. It's gloomy. I'm telling you, I know it's gloomy. It's a dungeon, man. It's like, you know, it ain't a place of a whole lot of hope and all of that, man. So dudes be looking for a way to, you know what I'm saying? But man, I'm telling you, I know I've been depressed and you know, down and out and everything, man. But I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. That's just a personal choice, though. I couldn't do it, man. You know, and but they, you know, that's a lot of dudes release. That's their release, man. But just for something that will drive you like that, man. It's just, to me, I just can't. And then you gotta pay for it. It ain't like nobody giving it to you. They paying to go crazy. They paying to OD. They paying to kill themselves. They pay for it. They pay for it, man. And a lot of times, man, dudes be ODing in prison, man, and you don't never heard. They ain't gonna make the news. They ain't gonna do nothing. A lot of dudes been ODing since I've been gone, man. I remember, you know, they just had shut down one of the institutions, man. They had like 6 deaths, man, on that joint in a couple of months. Do you know that is insane, man? For you to be in prison in a place where it don't supposed to be no drugs, and you got 6 people dying, man, within a couple of months. ODing off of drugs, and these people still keeping their jobs. You know what I'm saying? That's amazing in itself. But that just show you the you know, the value of the incarcerated life, man. They don't care because they locked up. So it's like we subhuman anyway. So you know, just imagine out here on the street, a company, any company you know, and 6 people in that company OD within a couple of months and die. Man, that company gonna get shut down just as sure as grits is groceries. Just as sure as grits is groceries. But it's the penitentiary. You know what I'm saying? They don't care. They'll lock down. They'll cover it up. They'll, you know, do whatever they got to do, man. But man, I'm telling you, man, them drugs in that penitentiary, that fentanyl and that K2, man, them Jones is killing people up in there. Them Jones is literally killing dudes up in there. And dudes is in such a depressive state, man, that they take them chances. They take them chances, man, just to try to escape that place mentally. Even if you had to go insane to do it or go into some suicidal activities to do it. They doing it. They doing it, man. They doing it. I'm telling you, man, they done went from crack to fentanyl to K2. And weed, it almost seemed like weed ain't gonna hurt nobody. You know what I'm saying? To them jokers. But that K2 and that fentanyl, yeah, that joint dangerous in there, man. And I don't know which one is worse because the K2 is making them lose their mind and go crazy, hurt their self, hurt other people, put their self in position to be hurt. Or that fentanyl is just taking dudes straight out, man. Straight out. It's taking them straight out, man, to like dudes is just dropping dead up in that joint. Dudes, and then like I say, the medical attention in there is man, not good at best. Not good. So you may need the attention that you may need. You may not even get it in time. Where your life could have possibly been saved if you was in a different location. But depending upon where you at, man, you might lose your life just by, lack of proper response or urgent response. So yeah, man, I just think it's a sad situation, man. It's a sad, sad situation, man. But a lot of dudes, man, they cannot kick that drug habit, man. They under pressure, they in prison, and to be able to kick a habit like that while you under those conditions, it's harder, they say, alone to just kick a habit like that. But to have to kick it in a position like being in prison, I would assume is even harder, man, because dudes is already going through stuff. And, I don't know, like I say, most people probably do drugs to escape from something. So, yeah, man, but I just wanted to talk about that, though. Somebody asked me that in the chat, man, about that K2 and that fentanyl. Yeah, well, that K2 and that fentanyl killing dudes in the system, dog. That's what it's doing, it's killing dudes in the system. And, jokers going to send it in there anyway because they got to make their money. Dudes going to send that stuff in there because they making money. And dudes get it in there. They going to sell it because they making money. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. You can't get away from that. But hopefully it'll change, man. Hopefully, it'll change. Hopefully dudes will wake up. Hopefully dudes will get strong enough to kick that habit to realize that they being used as scapegoats, man. They going to send the worst stuff in there and they don't care what it's going to do to you. They don't care. They looking at the dollar amount, man. But, yeah, it's an epidemic in prison, man. It was getting worse right before I left. The K2 was coming in the last couple of years before I left. And that fentanyl came in there and just wiped it all over the system, man. But you knew it was everywhere. Every compound you go on, they got dope on there. It's going to have that fentanyl in it. Because it's easy to sell. Because it's the most strongest. So, it's a crazy situation, man. Hopefully it get better. But anyway, I just wanted to talk about it, man, because it's real in the field. It's real in the field, man. And it's hard on the yard. Please believe that, man. So, like I say, man, it's a blessing in every lesson, man. And the blessing is we have, like platforms like this, man, to be informative, man, and be able to let people know what's going on in there. Check on your loved ones if you got somebody locked up. Check on them, period. But especially if they got they got a habit, man, a drug habit, man, just to be, in their ear, man, to let them know, man, that, hey, do your best to shake that stuff, man, because it's dangerous in there, man. It's dangerous. That's real talk. But, yeah, so that's the power of this type of stuff, man. So hopefully we can use it, to help some people, man, save some people. That's the plan, But in the meantime, in between time, man, I see y'all again in a minute, man. If God willing and the creek don't rise, y'all be safe, be smart, make good decisions, man. And make sure you sub, man. Make sure you go get somebody else to sub, too. Yeah, can you do that? And by all means, man, bang, 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 boom, boom, boom. Up them hooks, man. They out there. Boom.
The bakery special. Yeah, sure delicious. Pure deliciousness, man. My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality. And I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.